What is up, fanboys and fangirls? Welcome to another FanTracks, coming to you, of course, from fanboysanonymous.com. I'm your host, as always, Tony Mango, and joining me are Robert DeFelice.
Gonna have frickin' sharks with frickin' lasers on their head.
And Callum Wiggins.
Yeah, baby.
That was the most understated yeah, baby I think I've ever heard.
I left the yeah, baby for Callum, considering he is the British one. So
seeming as how I have people there are people in rooms across from here with slightly thin walls. I don't exactly want to be screaming it down the microphone. Giving them the wrong impression. Giving the wrong impression. God, don't want them to think that I have a girl in here or something.
Yeah.
That's not your bag, is it? We got a very shagadelic podcast coming to you today because we are spinning off from our A Review to a Kill series about the James Bond franchise, and we're doing something that we had been talking about before of let's just keep the train going. We're not necessarily talking about a Bond movie here, but we're talking about a Bond parody because we're going to be watching Austin Powers, the first one, International Man of Mystery. It is a classic. It is something we've all seen before, so it's not like this is something that we're going to be, breaking down in the same kind of fashion that we've done with the other ones. Instead, this is going to be a regular FanTracks. So if you don't know how that works after 45 of these, I think that we've done in the past, then basically we can't give you the movie in any fashion here. That would be a major copyright issue. But if you have a DVD like myself, or you have a digital release, like where are you guys watching this on? I think you're watching it on like a digital platform, right?
I have it on HBO Max. Luckily, it's on that platform.
I'm watching it on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, so I mean, there's lots of different ways to do this. I've got one of those old school DVDs. So I'm in not even widescreen.
Like, what are you doing here?
I'm sure that this was probably around 2000 when I bought this DVD because it's one of those like cardboard flap kind of DVDs. But it'll still work the same. It's still the same movie. It's not like it's going to be like, oh man, this is the one with, 30 extra minutes of deleted scenes or something. We're not watching like some supercut of Lord of the Rings here. But whatever it is that you're watching this on, what we're going to do is we're going to give you a countdown of 3, 2, 1, play. And we're all going to hit play at the same time on, I've got like play movie, and then it's going to go into the New Line Cinema logo. I'm assuming that everybody else has the same sort of deal. And, if you sync it up correctly with us, you'll be able to watch it along, hear us shoot the shit and chat it up and all that good stuff. So you guys all set to get ready to go?
Of course.
Yep.
All right. And hopefully you listening are as well. If not, just pause it because that's how this works. Because we're going to get this started in 3, 2, 1, play. New Line Cinema coming up here. Bum, 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 bum. Good music in this movie, too. So it has been God knows how long since I've seen this film. I've seen it, I don't know, maybe about a dozen times, just generally speaking. So I'm sure I remember most of the movie, but
At one point, this is like the peak of comedy for me.
there's the old tee hand.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how many jokes land better now that you guys have watched all the films.
That metal hand could not have done wonders in that fire.
Be the only thing left. Because even though, like, some of these tropes are things that everybody knows, even if you've not watched the series, I'm sure that, like, a reference like that to, like, Thunderball would be a lot more like, oh man, that's so cool. Like, that's a Thunderball reference. Like how, when I first watched this, I wasn't as deep into the Bond series. I was, obviously, by this point, because I had started watching a couple years before this. But still, it was kind of like... it felt like it was a different sort of thing than a pure parody.
I like the fact that, like, because they make it obvious from the first scene that it is a Bond parody for people that obviously know the series. But then you see Austin Powers the first time, just think, okay, they're not trying to go with like a spy that's just really bungling. Like, I'd say Johnny English is more like a typical just spy that's not good at his job.
Right. This
This
is a
guy
different
is-
character.
Yeah, but he's like the complete opposite of spy. It's almost like they turn the fact that what we talk about in the Bond series is like his character up to 11, because Bond is not a great spy because Bond just tells everybody who he is immediately. Whereas Austin is just completely out there. Like he's a celebrity spy.
Right. And not even just like a regular celebrity spy either, but like the most bombastic character that's standing out above the rest of them too. So even if he wasn't well known, he's going to stand out in a crowd.
I think they've done quite a good job of capturing the 60s vibe here. Nice, all the cars, the outfits.
How great's the song too?
So good.
In a way, it's almost as iconic as the main Bond thing.
Yeah, it's got
anyone that's seen the
yeah.
movie can just like immediately pick it out.
Is that like Lin-Manuel Miranda behind him? Did you see that guy? Look just like him. I'd be curious if there are any kind of cameos like that.
They're probably not for this one, but for later on.
The teeth.
Yeah.
Maybe I think that Austin Powers is I don't know whether it's like he's playing off the trend that British all have bad teeth, or he's the one that started the belief that all British people have bad teeth. The most amazing thing about this is that I had no idea after watching this movie, because I wasn't super familiar with Mike Myers beyond, because I hadn't seen Wayne's World before I'd seen this, or like, I'd seen this and then I'd seen Trek, and so actually finding out that he's not either British or Scottish was kind of wild to me.
Yeah, he's just some kind of freaky Canadian.
Yeah, I didn't know that he was Canadian either. Because for me, for SNL, Mike Myers, I thought that he was from like Ohio or something.
Yeah.
Demi Moore produced this.
Oh shit! Yeah, I never noticed that.
Who did?
Demi
Demi
Moore.
Moore. Yeah.
Really? Huh. I didn't notice that credit even right then. I looked off to my screen for a split second.
I just saw the name and just thought, oh, that's interesting. To be fair, this scene could really be in a Bond movie.
Yeah.
Back in like one of the older ones, yeah, for sure.
Mm.
Hell of an outfit for Kensington. Looks great.
Because this is a Bond parody.
And now he's got the tattoo. it's so like, it's so bad with that.
It's a man.
Already more capable than some of the Bond women.
Yeah.
Even just the way that they run up the steps is just like pretty stupid.
Yeah. I do like they stall the reveal.
Yeah. But you know, like from the very start, that this is a Blofeld parody as well. From the specifically, You Only Live Twice kind of era.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just, shoot him?
Right.
Like,
well, I mean,
well,
look at the
they
Bond
tried to
series. Why don't they just shoot Bond?
I imagine they just like tried to bring him in, like into custody.
What are your thoughts on Big Boy? Do you
I-
have any thoughts on Big Boy?
But those special effects are actually still better than Die Another Day. So
Fucking 90s.
See if they would have had one of those diamond satellites, you could have shot that down just like Icarus, right?
It's the big boy.
Ron Howard's brother on the left.
Really? I can see it now, but I never knew he had a brother.
Yep. Cliff Howard. Charles Napier on the right there. He's in so many movies as, oh, I know that guy. It's gone. England. The pronunciation there. Well, it's a good thing that the British bail us out after World War III, according to The Simpsons. They're going to get that prediction right, too. Gary Coleman.
God, I hope not.
Too soon.
Vanilla Ice.
God, all these people are actually dead in real life.
Yeah, Vanilla Ice isn't dead.
Vanilla Ice is alive.
His career's dead, but... Oh, that's right. I remember loving this joke about the parody from Dr. No. Warm liquid goofies, I think, right?
Yeah. He looks like one of those like little aliens you used to get in the goo.
What do you think they put him in?
I don't know what sort of viscous fluid that would be.
Like a syrup or something?
Yeah, maybe.
So he took that shower, which means that he doesn't have any radiation anymore.
And took it far quicker. It took it far quicker than it did in the actual Doctor No movie.
Right.
This is peak humor for me.
Yeah, this is the part that made me crack up as a kid.
Yeah.
As simple as it is, it's like a piss joke. It just
like,
works.
Haha, he's still peeing.
Right? We've all been there, right?
Yeah. He's got 30 years to flush out. It'd be funny if like if stasis works for everything, or like cryogenic freezing works for everything except your bladder.
Oh god.
That's the best part of the whole thing. That it just keeps doing this, and then the full blood.
Yeah.
Great comedic timing.
Oh, he's excellent. God.
He's great too. He's Mr. Ditkovich in Spider-Man 2 and 3.
Oh god.
No more shouting.
Yeah.
Talk about peak something or other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liz Hurley has from like the start of this and has always been like a top tenor.
Mm.
Oh.
This is a good joke.
That's something you would do. You would totally write down danger powers just so you could say danger's my middle name.
Exactly. Creepy ass look. It's such a. I love when parodies go well past the point of reasonability. A little. So if you watch the movie on like TV edits and stuff, they of course take out the line about it being a penis pump. It's just like Swedish made pump, and it's very awkward with a little bit of the cut.
Little cutaways are fun.
Terrible hair when it comes to his stuff, all right?
Mm.
Yeah.
They were just like, spray paint it.
Mm. This is so great.
Yeah.
This is the scene of the film.
This is still when Will Ferrell was kind of like he's known for SNL and stuff
He's
like that.
not really known. Yeah, it's just the Night at the Roxbury. Maybe that's it.
And it's before he gets into let me do the Will Ferrell shtick too. This is so good with this.
Oh.
I love the idea that they call him Random Task. This dude's in like prison or something now.
Yeah, I think so.
Who throws a shoe, honestly?
It's such a basic joke.
Yeah. Just that they laugh at it as well. Just explaining the joke.
It's so good.
Great casting for number 2, right?
Yeah.
I mean, for Frau too. Rosa Klebb, like she pulls off this whole idea of parodying that character.
Mm. I love the fact these eye patches are rated.
Well, he's evil.
It was like they've spray painted a Pringle or something.
Miniature models of factors. Bah! I don't have anything in Bah. That right there with the chair is a joke I would have played around with on set for sure. I would have been like, wouldn't it be funny if chair just kind of slides?
Oh my god. Remember this. Oh, bad timing. Oh god, this is like months before that happened. The Diana stuff happened.
Lasers. Just like, oh goddamn.
Oh god.
Pretty simple, right? Just carry back over with some of the other plots from the other movies.
Yeah. $100.
And now we got people that are trillionaires. You know?
Yeah.
God, at this point, it's
Again-
24 years for this movie.
Mm.
It's almost 30 years again.
Yeah. Again, that jet isn't exactly stealthy.
Yeah. Nature powers. Great joke. Cunning linguist.
Every single descriptor possible.
He did give his libido a rest.
Mm.
Ladies in the comments, this is going to work for you.
Why would she go over there? Like,
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Can't keep his balance.
We've all been there, right, boys?
That little giggle
Oh, yeah.
ends up going a
Yeah.
long way, too.
Well, he's just like Bond in that regard. It's like, because Bond is just like a dick.
Yeah, he's awful.
And it's not like Austin's not a dick. He's just a bit like
He's just
forward.
stupid.
Forward
very
was the word I
forward.
was thinking, yeah.
Yeah. And so, but like, because he's charismatic, she's falling for it. So,
I love the touch
Just
of her always being like, Sky!
this is my I think this is my introduction to Steph Green as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine too.
Mine was Can't Hardly Wait. He's so good at this movie, too.
Yeah. Give me a hug.
The way he does the
This-
Macarena thing is one of my favorite jokes.
I'm hip.
In particular, when he goes, huh?
You just won't stop.
The amount of times that I had that in my head after this movie was ridiculous.
I get to go to Vegas, of course.
I've never been to Vegas, but I have no interest in going there.
I mean, they had to pick the setting from Diamonds Are Forever, surely.
Yeah.
Frank Marino as Joan Rivers.
I'm better as your father.
Very Cockney rhyming slang. In and around this. He's got a bit of gun envy.
No, Jenna. That might be my.
I do like the fact whenever she says or anybody who mentions Doctor Evil, he gets super serious.
Yeah.
Like he's on the job at that point. Not that job, the other job.
Super Nazi. Now, does this scene register even better after watching Thunderball as well?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Like this is the Largo character, obviously. So.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, use fly patch.
And this is a very me joke too with the.
Yeah.
Oh, we know what is his bag.
Yeah.
That's another great joke.
His name is number 2. Yeah. There's the name.
Never mind.
So between the two, you got a lot of vagina and you got Kensington. Who are you picking?
Well, I think it's a man. Kensington, obviously.
Yeah, I go with Kensington.
I'd ultimately go Kensington too.
Yeah. And I think that, like, part of me, I've seen her in so many roles over the years that I don't know how she was brought up to have that accent. just because it's just so refined and it's so unbelievably fake British. Like, that's the sort of voice that someone would put on if they're pretending to be British.
For ignorant Americans like us, we're like, she's British.
Yeah. Yeah, but I've like seen her in so many things, and her accent is consistent, so it makes me believe that like that's her actual voice. I just don't know how they.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Well, I'm almost certain it is, but that's just the odd thing about it. Oh, this is so good.
Tom Arnold's a guy too that like he doesn't pop up all that often, but when he does, is he not spot on all the time?
Yeah.
He's great in like so many different roles. I don't know if anybody else would pull off the same sort of awkwardness as Tom Arnold in this part.
Yeah.
We're gonna get through this.
Yeah. Good old courtesy flush. Oh.
They finally got his lucky shot.
I wonder what the cutaway idea was. Like, I wonder what inspired that.
That has to be some kind of
in a Bond movie.
Yeah, there has to be something else, like some other kind of Bond parody type of thing.
Mm.
Well, you can get the girls dancing in the intro.
It's kind of weird that they didn't do that, right?
Yeah.
Just the Mountie and everything.
Yeah. Everyone laughing.
That's Raj's father on Big Bang Theory, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, they all get shocked afterwards. Evil medical school.
How simple of a set this is too that they filmed. They're just like, I don't know, black background and a table. Just
yeah. Doesn't the guy on the far left look like the most like bargain basement Robert De Niro?
Yeah.
He's never explained either. He's just there. Great.
I like that her mom's like, you know, I would have. That line's been used so many times for the Bond series. Again, how great of a joke is it just to be like, well, let's parody Odd Job. What do we call him? Random Task.
Yeah.
Great song.
I like the random cutaways to the musical performers.
I think you're a good couple seconds ahead.
Well, I think I just know the scene.
For anybody who does want to know sync up, I am currently at 38:45 right now. Just in case anybody's doing that. It should be on the screen. But then again, who's really watching the YouTube screen at this point other than the movie? So. Her Majesty's Vegas tours. Very cheaply made montage sequence too, right?
Yeah.
This is a very low budget film,
Yeah.
and it did terrible in theaters. Absolutely awful in theaters. And then it got on HBO, and people were like, you know what? That's really funny.
Ended up getting 2 sequels out of it just from... Never been a big fan of Twister.
These are such dad jokes.
Yeah. They're pretty great, though.
Yeah.
And
Always
that's
love dad
actually
jokes. And that's...
Yeah.
That's totally.
Oh god. It does make you feel like Tony's used some of these lines in bed before.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Hey, look at that. Austin Powers has more morals than James Bond.
Yeah.
I tell you, that's a line I've used. You're drunk, it's not right. It's interesting that they never really talk about the dad. Like... Like, you would think that maybe in the sequel that they would have made him one of the main villains or something.
Would have been good. Well, they never actually have a villain outside of Doctor Evil.
Well, I have Goldmember and Fat Bastard.
Oh,
True.
Fat Bastard's more of a henchman.
Yeah. Got those old laptops too.
Look at that. Look at that.
Look at the size of that fucking laptop. Like, this was meant to be like cutting edge at the time.
Yeah.
For him.
I mean, our first laptop that we had gotten was probably around that size. Those things were monstrous.
But it's just the quality of the video and everything like that. It's just
Yeah, well, that video is definitely better quality still, even.
Yeah.
Now, of course, we get a little bit of You Only Live Twice. Again, a lot of You Only Live Twice in this movie. A lot of You Only Live Twice in Thunderball, more than anything else. Which kind of is interesting that they like two back-to-back movies like that.
Yeah, but this transitions from You Only Live Twice into
View to a Kill.
Yeah, View to a Kill, yeah. Polar.
Yeah.
Carrot Top movie. Fucking hell. I reckon Carrot Top was a thing.
Wonder what he's up to these days.
Unfortunately. Probably still in Vegas.
I have to emphasize the F.
Not China.
Another great song. And a Bond song, for that matter.
His reaction to all this stuff is just amazing. It's just like, because he's supposed to be like the most like shaggable person in history, and yet he acts like a teenage boy when he sees a woman.
He's
do
never seen a
anything.
woman.
Yeah, he acts like the people that are watching the movie where they're just like, oh, holy hell, like, you know, that kind of thing. I'm surprised she didn't get more roles out of this. Because this actress, I don't remember seeing her in anything else. And it's such a memorable type of character.
Well, to be fair, like, with most Bond girls, do you know much about them beyond the fact they were Bond girl?
True. But even just being super attractive, you would think that she'd be popping up in some other movies for the next couple of years, just being like, you know, the hot maid in this, or the hot secretary in that, or the object of somebody's lust in such and such, or, you know, like that kind of thing. Even at the very baseline level of just playing off of her looks, like a lot of other people do.
Sure, I guess so. But then again, as Rob said, this movie wasn't very successful at the start.
True.
So I guess she just fell off by that point.
Now we get a little bit more of the You Only Live Twice.
It's clear the bubbles did not tickle her Tchaikovsky.
Yeah.
Why would he have a fucking business card?
Yeah.
The sometimes not at all line is one of the best. It's just so underrated, that line.
Yeah.
Bond's most consumed drink.
Different bubbles. Like,
And these cutaways are good because they just changed it just immediately. You can go from one scene to another without having to worry too much.
yeah.
Without trying to make some sort of like good transition.
It's funny how the fembots have become like that became one of the big takeaways of this movie is that term.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this inspired a whole race of like people that are just a whole group of people that would just create like fake women essentially. Like it's like the next progression from the blow up doll.
Yeah.
Her screaming is so good. It's like a running gag. So like, there's fembots in every single Austin Powers movie.
Are there in
Yeah.
the third one?
In the opening scene, yes.
Yeah, well, Britney Spears is a fembot.
Spoilers, Cal.
I know. We'll forget about that by the third movie.
The caliber joke is definitely a joke I would have thrown in.
Yeah, and it would get that reaction as well.
Yep. But I'd be like, I'm leaving it in. Fuck you guys.
And like,
You know,
that
that kind of thing.
He's fucking explaining the joke again as well. It's like this is becoming. Oh. I don't know whether I'm like I hate that cat because of that, or it's just like I'd actually want to have a cat like that.
It's a hairless cat, so it's probably very easy to take care of. Wouldn't make much of a mess.
Allergenic.
Yeah.
I love that they call him Basil Exposition too. Like his name's Exposition.
Mm. Okay, Don Callis then.
This is so great. I forgot about this.
Mm. He's just like he just keeps digging deeper and deeper and deeper.
Odd choice for the cutaway.
Yeah. That's just a prelude to the Love Guru.
Yeah.
Mike Myers' greatest film. Not the one that killed his career or anything.
Yeah. Not a movie that I plan on ever watching, that's for sure.
Holy shit, they got Carrie Fisher for this role. It's just like,
Yeah, as a kid, I had no idea that was Leia. Because she just looks... I mean, you don't put the buns in her hair, or even just the same hair color, and it does not register. But it's like, that's fucking Princess Leia.
their interactions are some of the best parts of the entire movie.
Oh yeah.
And that's why it carries over into the 3 different films.
Yeah.
Seth Green is one of those guys that, like, he gives it everything for whatever roles he's in. Fisher does a good job, too.
Yeah. The description is amazing.
The question mark.
Chestnut's a big laser.
Luge.
The helmet. Try a Sean Stroke. Use go to Manscaped. Use that code.
That's right.
Use that code, promo code SMARK, SMARK. Miss Vagina.
Vagina. You're not in a relationship. You turned him down quite a lot.
Yeah, quite repellent, right? You know?
Very true to the Bond franchise that they like skipped over the part where they fall in love and
Yeah, just
form
immediately
their
you're
relationship.
everything to me. And then, of course, in the next movie,
Oh,
Here's the next one.
at least they gave you a reason.
Yeah, that's true. It's like, you totally got him. I mean, that would, if you just took somebody from the 60s and you put them into the 90s without an explanation of some of these things, it would be really confusing about like a CD.
Get it?
You think with the amount of steel that they've got and the upbringing that Dr. Evil has, he'd be exactly the type of person who would offer somebody a delicatessen in stainless steel?
You would.
Simple enough. The judo chops too, yeah.
It's funny because there's no chops in judo.
I love this gag.
Oh,
I love even more that after they run him over, they just stop. And then, all right, let's go. Like, they could have just... Good sound. It's funny to think
running
that
past before a shoe.
their most recent movie that they could have been referencing here would have been GoldenEye, one of the absolute most serious ones. Even though Tomorrow Never Dies came out the same year, but different story.
Yeah, but this is totally out first.
Wait, no, this is 1999, right?
7.
It takes place in 7, but I think it comes out in 99.
Yeah, it comes out in 7.
Oh, it does? Okay. So yeah, Tomorrow Never Dies would have either not been out or...
Okay, but does that visual make you horny?
Well, Vanessa? Were you guys ever fans of Beavis and Butthead?
You know I am. Like,
Mm.
it's dumb. It's me. It's.
I never actually watched. I don't think I actually ever really watched that when it was out.
I never really liked it as a kid. I don't know if I would have a different opinion about it now, since I haven't seen anything in, I mean, probably 20-something years, but...
I like the off-brand "Smells Like Teen Spirit" plays every time he walks into a room. It was cool.
He's cool. It's just... Now, that little thing of that between Frau and Seth, or Scott, it's great that they build on that relationship in the future movies.
Yeah. This is the best. I love that line from Thunderball.
Big takeaway from these films is the sharks with the laser beams.
Mm.
Right. It's so great that they call out the shit.
Yeah. This is where it goes into super parody mode,
Yeah.
where they're being so self-aware about all this stuff.
I wonder how much of this they did on the set, like minutes and minutes worth of extras.
Oh, back your name.
Guard just watches this.
Yeah.
Some pretty strong plus.
Yeah.
That's so unnecessary.
Kick his ass, Seabass. I love when they start getting into these like post-death pun kind of things.
Yeah.
That too, you gotta wonder if those puns on the Bond films, if they have like multiple takes. Just like, which joke's the one that we're gonna really land on?
Get Rob Lowe for this as well.
Classic bit coming up. This very easily could have been cut if they would have been like, we're trying to figure out some way to trim some time.
Why?
Really good Doctor No. No homage parody, whatever you want to call it. Who's got the better outfit? Dr. Evil with the finger doesn't work right, or Dr. No with the hands?
I'd overall say Dr. Evil.
I mean, I always love the the hands.
Yeah.
Like, that's like a thing.
One of the best scenes in cinema. About to come across the screen.
Yeah.
One of these is like a Cindy Margolis or something, I think, right?
Not sure. Hey, time lapse.
What's that?
There was like a little time lapse on that where everything was moving quicker.
On what?
On the when they cut back to this setting.
Good touch having her wear the same outfit as her mom, too.
Agreed.
if not just for the sake of seeing Liz early like that. You know?
That's healthy.
I wonder how they were doing this scene and not like
Just losing it all the time.
yeah, not laughing about a lot of it.
Well, I can only imagine that they're. I mean, you never see them on screen at the same time, so I can only assume that they're just there reacting to things, and Austin is there on his own doing it.
Japanese. Mojo becomes a big factor, of course. You're gonna have this song stuck in your head all day.
Yeah.
That's funny. One of the guards is gay.
But no, I think that you're way behind us now.
Probably, yeah. To be honest, I've been way behind you the entire movie for some reason.
Really? That's weird.
It's like when you said it was it's weird. It's like when you said that you were like it was 38 minutes in or whatever when you're doing a time stamp. I was on 39:40 and I was still behind you.
Huh.
So either they've done some sort of expanded version that's on the Prime thing or not. No
Maybe
idea.
that is the case. I mean, currently right now, if anybody's trying to sync up, they're shooting at Dr. Evil just had escaped.
High trip.
Secret.
We're on the
Agent
chopping
Man.
people down the things and shooting the guards. The abort signal.
Yeah, I'm caught up now.
I love these films. Just like so much of a good time.
Like Austin's going to press the button right now.
Yeah, good slow-mo.
So that's kind of strange that whatever the feed is, you're way ahead and then also way behind and then also caught up.
Well, no, I'm just hitting fast forward.
Oh, never mind then. Please deliver.
I mean, I do appreciate the fact that the reason why they do that joke, like the you and I thing, is because it's both Mike Myers. But then they play it back, they bring it back later in the movie and make it even more sensical. And
Evil. Not 2021 in a nutshell. That line holds up.
What, the aging hipster one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a little run afterwards, just running after.
Even more true.
He wants to hug him as well.
Yeah. That's a good little touch.
Yeah.
Does it help if you announce judo chop ahead of time?
Yeah. That's where you get the power from.
Yeah.
There with the orange sherbet.
Not my favorite gag. Just landed on the stick shift. It's a little too simple.
Yeah. Just love the like dragged up footage they get for this.
Yeah. Stock footage.
To be fair, if they did that with the regular Bond movie when they used to do like the like mushroom cloud explosions in the ocean and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Can't remember which movie that was, but it's definitely one of the earlier ones.
Hey guys, toothpicks.
This is great.
What are they using?
With a phone?
Yeah. Yeah.
Casio something or other.
Well, good, thanks, Tony. That much I can see.
Milk guys.
Doesn't happen until the third movie.
They have to retcon a lot of stuff that they code for in the ending here,
Yeah.
like his fixed teeth and all this.
He doesn't have the teeth are fixed in the next movie?
I can't remember. I assume that it's like he has to have some sort of crookedness to it.
The shoe.
It's such a great line.
I'm glad that doesn't.
I don't think the fight like a woman line would go down well today.
No, definitely not.
Trying to
Hell
grab
of a way to
everything,
guess.
everything useful.
Hell of a way to go.
Yeah.
Smile on his face, at least.
Looks like a giant.
That whole run is great.
Mm.
There's the end.
That's such a good tie. They never use this song again.
I don't remember that they did this whole thing in the credits.
Wonder if they ever used like the photos from this in like a photo shoot or something.
Right, yeah. Okay, so yeah, Cindy Margolis is one of the fembots.
Okay.
I don't recognize the name of the other ones.
Yeah, I don't either.
But yeah, the amount of outfits that they've got her trying on, like they put, I don't know how much of a budget they put into this kind of thing compared to some of the other things that they did, but
maybe shown some of them.
maybe, yeah, could have been some promotional thing or something too. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe it's like some fashion shoot thing where it's like we're showing off a lot of the outfits from this type of designer or whatever.
Yeah, true. I kind of wonder why they ever thought they needed to make Austin have a secondary profession. Why does he have to be a fashion photographer on top of being an international spy?
Yeah.
Because it's not like, I guess Bond has his
Universal experts.
Yeah, but he never has to really like
Do anything.
Be in an office or something like that. And actually, like, he just says that I'm from international exports, but like he can just say, "Oh, I'm a fashion photographer."
Maybe it's a holdover from like a previous script or something. I'm curious if, like, when they were doing the second film, if there was an idea to, I mean, obviously, spoilers if you haven't seen these movies and stuff, if there was an idea to carry on the same characters, or if they were specifically like, if like Liz Hurley, for instance, was like, yeah, I don't really want to come back and do another one of these.
Well, I think it would be it's either one or the other, but I'd assume that they'd go down the similar road with the actual like Bond movies and say, yeah, we're going to have a different Bond girl next time, but we need to write off this Bond girl beforehand.
Yeah, I assumed that was what their philosophy was, but
yeah. Well, I
they
also
deviate
that,
enough from the Bond series that they could have, carried it over in a different way.
Well, yeah, but then I'm also thinking that there's a really good chance they thought this wasn't going to get a sequel, so like they decided just to end it like that. And then when it came back because the second movie is like 4 years from this, isn't it?
No, it's just 2 years.
I thought it was 99. I didn't know whether it was 2000. I got the years mixed up. Because it takes 4 years to get to or 3 or 4 years to get to gold member.
So it actually did well if you think about the fact that it grossed over 60 million and only cost 16 million to make.
Yes, it's profitable for sure.
I guess it just wasn't a critical success.
It said it got positive reviews.
What what's
They'd be
currently
number two
at?
of
Let's see. Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, 71% at the moment.
Except for critics who were... so Rotten Tomatoes has 73% for the tomato meter, 77 for audience score.
So not like amazing, but a good score. Maybe at number 2 at the box office.
Okay, so and then one of the New York critics compared it to Naked Gun. That makes a lot of sense.
But yeah, it's hard not to compare it to Naked Gun.
Naked Gun, way better, though, in my mind.
What better than Austin Powers?
Way better.
I think that it's very. I think the drop off of Naked Gun from 1 to 3 is lower. Is more significant than the drop from Austin Powers from 1 to 3.
Yeah, Naked Gun, the first one, is one of the absolute best comedies that's ever been made. It's arguably my favorite, except for Robin Hood Men in Tights. The second and the third Naked Gun are just shit. Whereas, you know what you're getting with the Austin Powers one, so if you like the first one, you pretty much like the second and the third.
Well, the second one's better than the first one, I think.
The second
Arguably,
one is
yeah.
probably the better in terms of the comedy.
It's the one
I think this is probably the
remember
best story of the three.
Yeah, but I feel like the second one is just more at that point you know what you're getting, and so you're more invested in the running jokes a bit. But the third one, it goes a bit too overboard, and they get a little bit too
Cheeky.
Yeah, cheeky. For the second
Third
one, I think
one-
they get down to that.
If I'm remembering correctly, of course, because it has been so long, the third one's got some of the best jokes, but predominantly nowhere near as good. And then the second one pretty much is the better of the three. Now we got the New Line Cinema thing back up, which means that we're at the end of the film. Drop your comments
Good
below.
time.
Tell us your thoughts on all this stuff and everything else that's going on and whatever you want to talk about. Make sure that you hit that like button, hit the share button if you want to pass this around. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. And if you want to support us in the monetary sense and you want us to do more of these kind of things, or, you know, something specific at the very least, we've got the Pick Your Poison tier on the Patreon and on the members only side of things on YouTube. So hit the join button and whether it's the smaller tiers or it's something like that, it's greatly, greatly appreciated, whatever kind of support that you can give to us. Check out the TeePublic and Redbubble shops. If you are not into necessarily just like movie reviews in general, but you came here for specifically the Bond franchise and everything, make sure that you go back and check out A Review to a Kill. That's because we've got 30 something episodes of that series, and this is kind of why we're doing it, is, you know, spinning off of that. But we got 2 more of these coming up, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be the next week and then the week after that when we're releasing this. So yeah, that's number 1 down. Follow me at Tony Mango all over the place, and follow what these guys have going on as well. Rob is over there at Dude Felice.
I am. You can follow me on every single social media platform at Dude Felice. And you can check out what I'm doing over at Fightful.com. And check out what Callum is doing as well, right? Over at Wigmeister14.
Yep, at Wigmeister14 on Twitter. Check out smartcutmoment.com. The Power Rankings is my weekly contribution, not to that site, but check out all the other stuff on there as well. Head on over to the Small Cut Moment YouTube channel if you're interested in some retro wrestling from like the late Attitude Era, the early Ruthless Aggression era, with both Paul Heyman SmackDown and the 2001 Wrestling Odyssey. That's it from me.
And that'll do us in for this one for the FanTracks. Thank you for listening, everybody. We'll see you with the next one, but for now, it's time for us to geek out.
Somebody should check on Mustafa.